Hi students, welcome back to the video lecture on digital logic. So in our last video, we have already discussed how to convert another base to decimal. In this class, we are going to discuss the conversion from decimal number system to another base and the conversion from other than the decimal number system to another base. So first we have to discuss how to convert a decimal number into another base. So this is the method. By following this method, we can convert a decimal number into another base number system. The step 1 says divide the decimal number by the value of the new base. Suppose I want to convert a decimal number into hexadecimal number system. So what is the new base? To which base we are going to convert the decimal? That is hexadecimal. So what is the base of hexadecimal? That is 16. So here we need to divide the decimal number, that decimal number which is given in our question, we need to divide that decimal number by the value of the new base. Suppose that is your 16. I want to convert the decimal into hexadecimal. The base for hexadecimal number is 16. So we need to divide the decimal number by 16. In the second step, we have to record the remainder from step 1. So what is our step 1? We need to divide the decimal number by the new base, and what will be the remainder that we need to record. So for the first remainder, that will go to the rightmost element or the rightmost digit of the new base. So as the rightmost digit of the new base of number. So first we will divide the decimal number by the new base, then we will record the remainder as the rightmost digit, that means least significant digit of the new base number. Then divide the quotient of the previous division that we have seen in the step 2. Here we are keeping the record of the remainder as the rightmost digit, and we need to keep that quotient also. So that for the step 3, we are going to divide the quotient again by the new base. Then again we are going to keep the remainder, and that remainder what we get from the step 3, we should keep as the next digit of the new base number. So let's take an example and follow this method. This method is named as division remainder technique. That means we are going to divide the decimal number system with the new base and we are keeping the remainder. So that's why this name is division remainder technique. So let's take an example. Suppose we need to convert the 25, the decimal 25 into binary number. So our question is to convert 25 base 10 into binary. So for the first step, we need to divide the decimal number. So what is the decimal number here? This is 25. And by the value of the new base. So what is the new base here? The new base is 2. So here is the 2. So we need to divide 25 by 2. So from the step 1 and step 2. Here in the step 2, we are keeping the remainder as the rightmost digit. So from the step 1 and step 2, we are dividing 25 by 2. So what will be the remainder? The remainder will be what? 1. So here the remainder is 1. And what is the quotient now? The quotient is what? That is 12. 12 2s are 24, the remainder is 1. Again for the step 3 and step 4, for the step 3 and step 4, we are again divide the quotient. Where is the step 3? The step 3 is here, divide the quotient of the previous division. So this is our previous division. From this division we got the quotient as 12 and we got the remainder as 1. So for the step 3 and step 4, again we will divide the quotient by 2. So 12 by 2. So what will be the remainder? The remainder is 0. And what is the quotient now? Quotient is 6. Again for step 3 and step 4, we will divide the 6 by 2. What is the question? The question is 3 and the remainder is what? 0. Again for step 3 and 4, we are dividing the 3 by 2. What is the quotient now? 1. 2 ones are 2 and the remainder is what? 1. So we are repeating the step 3 and 4 until which, that means repeat step 3 and 4 recording remainder from the left to right until the quotient becomes 0. Once my quotient is 0, then I need to stop there. So what is the quotient now? The quotient is 1. So we need to divide it again. So 1 divided by 2. So 1 divided by 2 means the remainder is what? 1 and the quotient becomes 0. See, once my quotient is 0, we need to stop here. Then we should arrange the digit from reverse order, from bottom to top, because here we are keeping the remainder as the rightmost digit. So this is the rightmost digit. So when we arrange these digits from bottom to top, what we got? 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. So this is the answer. You can follow this divide and remainder technique to convert any decimal number system to any other base. So let's convert some decimal number system to any other base. Like suppose 42. 42 base 10, we are converting it into the binary. So how we can write this 42? So first we need to divide 42 by which? By 2. So by dividing 42 by 2, what will be the quotient? The quotient is 21. Here we need to keep the remainder. So the quotient should be 21 and the remainder is what? 0. Again we need to divide 21 until we got the quotient as 0. So 21 divided by 2. So what will be result? That is 10. 10 2s are 20 and the remainder is 1. Again we need to divide, suppose 2 and here is 5. 5 2s are 10. The remainder is what? 0. Again we need to divide, 2 2s are 4 and the remainder is 1. Again we need to divide, 2 1s are 2. The remainder is what? 0. And again we need to divide, 2 zeros are 0 and the remainder is 1. Then we will arrange the digit from bottom to top. So what is the binary now? The binary is 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0. So here we need to check that this conversion is right or not. In our previous video, we have already discussed how to convert the binary into decimal. So let's convert this binary into decimal. If we got the decimal as 42, that means this conversion is true. So let's convert this binary into decimal. So for that, what is our binary? 1010 base 2. We need to convert this binary number into decimal. So for that, we need to calculate the column value and we need to multiply the column value into the corresponding digit. So here is the 1 into this column value is what? This is the weightage 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 1 into 2 to the power 5 plus 0 into something that is 0. Again 1 into 2 to the power 3 plus 0 into something that is 0 plus 1 into 2 to the power 1 plus 0 into something that is 0. So 2 to the power 5 that is 32 plus 0 plus 1 into 2 to the power 3 that is 8 plus 0 plus 1 into 2 to the power 1 that is 2 plus 0. So 32 plus 8 plus 2 that is 42, which base? Base 10. So when we convert 42 into binary, we got 101010 and to check whether this conversion is correct or not, we need to convert vice versa. That means binary to decimal. So what we got the binary, here we are converting this binary into decimal and we got 42. This means this conversion is correct. So let's convert another number into different base. Suppose this 42. We need to convert this 42 into, suppose what is the base 16. We need to convert this 42 base 10 into the hexadecimal number. So what we need to? We need to divide the 42 by 16 because our new base is 16. So divide 42 by 16. So 16 2s are 32 and the remainder is what? 10. So if the remainder is 10, here we need to keep the remainder as hexadecimal form. So for the 10, what is the symbol in the hexadecimal number? That is A. So here we need to keep as A, not 10, because 10 is not a symbol. 10 is a number. So we need to represent the number as a symbol, that is A. So for 2, again we need to divide. So 16, 0 and the remainder is what? 2. So once we got 0, we need to stuff here. So what is now? So this is 2A base 16. So the answer is 2A. Again we need to check is this conversion is correct or not. So 2A base 16. Okay. So 2A base 16. We need to convert this hexadecimal number into decimal. So 2 into 16 to the power 1 plus A into 16 to the power 0. As this is column 1 and weightage is 0, this is column 2 and weightage is 1. So the base to the power 1 and here the base to the power weightage, that is 0. So 2 into 16 to the power 1, that is 32 plus A into A means what? 10 into 16 to the power 0, that is 1. So 32 plus 10, which is equals to 42 base 10. So as we got 2A as 42 base 10 and here we got 42 base 10 as 2A 16. So this is the right conversion. So like this you can convert the decimal number system into different base. You can convert it to the base 2, to the base 4, to the base 5, to the base 8. Whatever the base you want, you can convert by following this approach. So let's convert this 42 into base 8. So we want to convert the 42 base 10 into base 8. So we need to divide it by 8. So 8 5s are 40 and the remainder is what? 2. Again we need to divide. 8 zeros are 0 and the remainder is what? 5. We got the 0 here. So what is now? This is 52. 52. So if we convert 52 base 8, what we will get? 5 into 8 to the power 1 plus 2 into 8 to the power 0. So this is 40 plus 2. So 42 base 10. So this is also right. Okay. So let's convert the decimal number system into base 4. Suppose our question is $25. So 25 base 10, we need to convert it to base 4. So what will be the answer? 25. Okay. So divide it by 4. 4 6 are 24, the remainder is 1. Again divide it by 4. 4 1s are 4, the remainder is 2. Again divide it by 4. 4 zeros are 0 and the remainder is 1. So what is the answer now? That is 121. 121 base 4 is equivalent to 25 base 10. So if we convert 121 base 4, that is 1 into 4 to the power, this is the column 3, so the weightage is 2, plus 2 into 4 to the power 1 and 1 into 4 to the power 0. So here is 16 plus 8 plus 1. So what is now? That is 25. What is base 10? So let's convert this 25 into different base and see what is the difference. If we convert the 25 base 10 into 4, that is the different number. If we convert 25 into base 8, that is a different number. So let's see this. Suppose 25 base 10 is equivalent to hexadecimal. So 25, 16 ones are 16 and here is 9. Again we need to divide 16 zeros are 0 and here is 1. So what is the answer now? The answer is 19. Here we got 121 and here we got 19 for the same number. So 25 base 10 is equivalent to, suppose 5. We need to convert the 25 into base 5. So 25, here is the 5. 5 5s are 25 and the remainder is 0. Again 5 1s are 5, the remainder is 0. Again 5 0 and here is 1. So what is the answer now? This is 100. So see, we got 3 different base for the same number, that is 25 base 10. So in this way you can convert the decimal number system into any other base. So let's see another technique to convert the base other than 10 to another base other than 10. That means we need to convert another base to another base. We don't need to convert another base to 10 or 10 to another base. Here we need to convert another base, suppose 2 to another base, suppose 6. So we need to convert that. So what actually we learn? We learn that how to convert, suppose base 10, this is given and we need to convert it. Suppose whatever it may be, the base is x. And also we know that how to convert this x is given, the base x is given. So how to convert this as base 10? So we know that convert the another base to 10, 10 to another base. So but here we need to convert the base x to the base y. Suppose this is given, base x is given and we need to convert it base y. The x and y is other than 10. The x is not 10 and y is not 10. So here we can apply these two methods. We know that we can convert this x to 10. So the first step is we need to convert this x into base 10. Here we will got the base 10. Then apply this method. The base 10 is now with us. Then we will convert the base 10 into the base y. So by applying these two methods, we can convert the base x into base y. So let's see the example. Suppose we need to convert 54 base 4 into 6. We need to convert the 54 that is of base 4 into the number that will be the base 6. So first we need to convert. In the first step we will go for 54 base 4 into the decimal. Then after getting the decimal number, in the second step we will go to convert the decimal into 6. So let's do the first, 54 base 4 into decimal. So 54 base 4, we need to convert it into the decimal. So that means 5 into 4 to the power 1 plus 4 into 4 to the power 0. So that is what, 20 plus 4, that is 24. So here, this one, here we got the decimal as 24. Now what is the decimal? 24. So we need to convert this 24 into base 6. So this is our step 1 and the step 2 is 24 divided by 6, that is 4, 6 4s are 24 and the remainder is 0. Again we will divide it by 6, 6 zeros are 0 and the remainder is what? 4. So once we got the quotient as 0, we need to stuff here. So what is the base 6? That is 40. So in this way we can say the equivalent base 6 of 54 base 4 is 40. So here is the 40. Suppose the next question is 101010 base 2 is equivalent to octal. We need to convert the base 2 into base 8. So first we will convert this base 2 to base 10. Then we will convert the base 10 to base 8. So first step we need to convert 101010 base 2 into the equivalent decimal. So what will be the value? 1 into, this is the column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means the weightage is 5. So 1 into 2 to the power 5 plus 0 into something 0 plus 1 into 2 to the power, that is a 3, plus 0 into something 0 plus 1 into 2 to the power 1 plus 0. So that this is 32 plus here is the 8 and here is the 2. So that is equivalent to 42 base 10. So we got the decimal as 42 and we need to convert the 42 into base 8. So for that we will divide 42 by 8. Here is the step 2 and here is the step 1. So 8 5s are 40. The remainder will be 2. Again 8 zeros are 0 and the remainder will be 5. So the answer is what? 52 base 8. So we can say this one is 52 base 8. So by following this method, that means we need to convert the given base into the decimal. Once we got the equivalent decimal for that given base, then we need to convert the decimal into the required base. So by following this, we can convert the base other than 10 into another base other than 10. So there are also some shortcut methods that how we can convert the binary into octal without using the decimal number system, or how we can convert the binary into hexadecimal and vice versa without using the hexadecimal system. So in our next class we will go for those shortcut methods. Have a great day. Thank you.